Enjoy!
Bruh, I can't believe I am in Alcatraz. All because of that bald-headed selfishly classic Gale Lou. That is his fault that I got sent to Alcatraz forever. Now I gotta teach his baldness brain a lesson, because he hasn't changed a bit and he's still bad, and still a moron. Now. Think, Boris. Hey, I could get out of this cell, using the plotagon logic. And the prison bars are made of metal as well. Ooh, I got an idea for that. I am going to use plotagon logic to get out of this cell and escape Alcatraz. But, I'm not in Plotagon City. I'm in San Francisco. But let's later than that, I want to get out of here now. Plotagon logic, activate. Woohoo. I finally escaped this cell with plotagon logic. Now time to get out of Alcatraz before I get caught.
What? What is that running noise? Oh, never mind, I think it was just me.
When Boris ran outside of Alcatraz. Oh god, looks like I'm going to have to swim all the way to the beach over there. Well, here we go. I'm going to have to get all of my clothes all wet. When Boris swam all the way across to the beach. Wow, I saw him like a mile or two to get to this beach. Now time to go to an airport. When Boris went to the airport.
Hello, welcome to San Francisco International Airport. How can I help you?
Yes, ma'am. I would like to book a flight to Plotagon City.
Alright, since you were not paying for your flight online, you'll be paying at the airport instead. The total cost for this flight will be $600.
Hold on, are you actually for real, lady? $600? Oh crap, $600 for a flight from San Francisco to Plotagon City? That is way too much. Wait, I have an idea. I am going to tell the lady that my kid is dying in that city. That way, I can go on the plane for free. Let's see if that works. Ma'am, as you can see, I need to get there now, because my son in Plotagon City is going to die since he's in the hospital struggling with leukemia. I need to see him before he dies.
Oh my god. That sounds horrible. Alright, you will get a free plane ticket to Plotagon City. I hope your son gets better. Good luck seeing him.
Thank you so much. #LAUGH04 Wow, that lady actually felt for my line. Now time to go through security and get on my plane since it will be boarding in 20 minutes. When Boris went through security and board on his plane. Hey you, get out of my seat now, I have booked the seat, you idiotic neighbor who has lived in his house for 21 years, since 2002. You're the guy from the red house in which house is right next door to mine's. No, I can see either in 24A or 24B. We're in the exact same row. So I can connect in 24A even though my airplane ticket says 24B. I have booked a window seat, not a goddamn aisle seat. You are my neighbor. You're the guy who lives in the red house right next to my house. Shut up, jerk, grown-ass man. Just deal with it. Ugh. Whatever, you are still a jerk. After about 5 hours of Boris fighting with a man. Good God, that crazy old dude started fighting with me. That's all of his fault for sitting in my seat. He is so stupid. At least I landed in Plotagon City, now time to go home to see Classic Caillou. When Boris arrives in Classic Caillou's house. Wait, Dad, is that you? Of course it is me, you idiot. Now. Classic Gale, I actually cannot believe you got me sent to Alcatraz. You are a selfish, freaky, moronic psychopath. You are a goddamn jerk. You are a freaking psychopathy dick. Dick you kid. And you have lots of tears because of your autism. That is right. The doctors told me and your dad that you got a bit of brain damage in there when people have autism. They sometimes cry easily when people get angry at them. I hate you! I want you to die. You are the worst dad ever. Talk more? Go right the hell ahead. Talk more about me, dingbat. but it's not going to help you. You need a therapist, idiotic boy. I don't need any help from the therapists or the doctor. But, you kind of do. Oh my god! I just got a phone call from Alcatraz, and they told me that Boris escaped Alcatraz. I was so I'm done. I can't deal with his ass no more. I am going to his house right now to kick his ass. I am so freaking mad right now. All because of Boris. Now I got to deal with Judge Paul again. I'm pretty sure that he is going to be really mad. He's sure going to be swearing a lot today. I really don't like his yelling. It's so loud. I really wish you could behave yourself a little bit. But no, you have not changed a lot. You have been acting the same exact since you were 6 years old, which is 6 years ago. But you can't stop, you will never stop. You should be acting like almost a teenager. So, start being good, now. I'm not joking with you anymore. For real, you are so bad, classic Gail Lou. Now, you are. This is police, open up. Let's go, Boris. You did it again. Boris, why in the hell is your son crying? Shut up, Boris. I know you beat it up, classic Caillou, because a whole body cast is on him right now. A paramedic came to take him to the emergency room. He will now need a body surgery or some sort, and he will now need to take a body x-rays. Now, we're going to the court to see Judge Paul's mood. Doris, Caillou, and Rosie will be there too. They will be standing up on the podium, and they will be saying what they have to say about you. Now, be quiet, Boris. Don't say a single word. If you do, then I will wash your mouth up with soap. When they arrived at the court, what? Boris, are you dumb? Am I dumb about what? About standing on the podium? You can't stand on the podium now because Doris, Caillou, and Rosie will be standing on the podium, and they will say what was so shitty of you. So, you now need to sit on one of the chairs. Go sit now. Alright. Alright, everyone. It's court time. This session will be basically a talk of what Boris did from this month of 2024 to now. Let me tell you the whole story, but it will be a long one. On January 6th, while Boris was home, he beat up his son, classic Caillou, for no suspicious reason. But lucky, his wife called the police to take him to jail. Officer Ford got Boris and took him to my courthouse. On that day, I was really mad at Boris. Then I sentenced Boris to 63 weeks in jail. Then, on January 10th, Boris escaped jail. He went home and beat it up, classic Caillou. Then, Officer Ford got Boris and took him to my courthouse. On that day, I was really mad at him, and I sentenced Boris to 3 years in jail on that day. Then on January 12th, Boris escaped prison again, beat it up his son again. Then Officer Wilson took Boris to my courthouse. Judge Robot filled in for me on that day because I lost my voice from yelling and screaming at the criminals. Judge Robot also sentenced Boris to lifetime in prison. I was so satisfied that he did that. Then on January 13th, I called one of the cops to take Boris to the courthouse, and I whooped Boris with my TV remote 50 times, and I even sentenced Boris to Alcatraz for the rest of his life. And last, which is today, Boris keeps on being a psychopathy and decides to escape Alcatraz. I don't even know how Boris did that, but it's like 100% impossible to bust down Alcatraz prison bars. Then he flew back to Plotagon City so he could yield home to beat up classic Caillou, again. 3 times saying again. Then Officer Ford took Boris and brought him in here. And that was the end of the story. Now, to Boris. Boris, this is not the pleased moment right now. This is a heartbreaking moment. Why? Because it's aggravating that you don't listen to the Plotagon law. All you ever crap you do, Boris, is breaking the law. I know you don't like prison, but you just need to deal with it. I don't even know what to do with you anymore. I got a feeling that you do this to piss me off, all the time. I also feel like getting old. Wait, how old am I? I'm 53 and Boris is 42. I was born on February 4th, 1970, and Boris was born on June 11th, 1981. Alright, enough of the ages and birthdays. Caillou, you can stand on the podium next to me now. Thanks, Judge Paul. Alright everyone, I am Caillou speaking. I am here to say something about my dad. Now I will say it. Classic Caillou can be bad sometimes, but my dad didn't have to hurt him or anything. It's okay to be mad, but it isn't okay to hurt or beat up another person just because you're mad. My dad could have just grounded him and that's it, but he had to do more than that, which is beating my brother up, and that is not okay. He should be in the prison cell with like extra locks on the door, so he could never get out. I plead him guilty. That's all I have to say. Rosie, your turn.
Alright. Alright everybody, hi, I'm Rosie. I am here to say something about my dad. Now I will say it. I certainly agree with what Caillou says. Classic Caillou can be bad sometimes, but he should only ground him, not beating him up all over his whole body. I would plead him guilty too. That's all I have to say.
Doris, your turn.
Alright. Alright everybody, hi, I'm Doris Anderson. I am here because my husband has been a psycho lately. Let me explain why. I caught Boris beating up Classic Caillou for the third time. He has been beating up my son 3 times already, causing child abuse, which equals major child abuse. I want Boris gone already. This is why I should have divorced him, for God's sake. I would plead Boris guilty too. That is all I have to say.
Boris, do you plead guilty or not? I plead not guilty. Okay, all of the guilt results are in Boris, you are so guilty. Oh no, I can't be guilty just for 3 people saying I am guilty. Oh yes, you can. If only 1 people says not guilty, and 3 people says guilty, that means guilty. So, as a result, I sentence that Boris gets an execution at 7 a.m. Please, sir, no. Not an execution, anything but that. Too bad, so sad. Cry all you want, but it's not going to change anything. You will still get an execution whatever you like it or not. Now. Order in the court. Court ended early. Guards, take Boris away. Later. This will be your cell that you will be staying in here until 7 in the morning with no bed, no blankets, no pillows, no air conditioner, and nothing. You will have to sleep without any blankets and pillows. You will be staying in here until 7 a.m. for your execution. Goodbye for now. Man, this is so unfair. Half an hour later. Boris, you have a visitor who would like to talk to you.
Boris, I really cannot believe you are getting executed. That is so it. I am going back to the court to put up divorce with you, because you have been causing child abuse lately.
But Boris, I am so sorry. Can you give me one more chance? I promise I will be a good citizen forever.
No. I hope you suffer in jail for the next hours. I hope you rot in hell, and I hope the devil yells at you and makes you cry. Now, I am leaving. Goodbye forever, Boris. You are a bad husband to me. Bye-bye.
Wait, Doris, come back here. I can explain. No, Doris left me. She didn't let me explain something to her. Oh well, life goes on still for most people. When it became 7 o'clock in the morning. Come on, Boris, execution time now. Oh yeah, here it comes. This is the crime lab room. We now use this for the execution room. This was used to be for the criminal hideout or the criminal base. Anyway, go sit down in the electric chair, right now. Go! Any last words before I flip the switch? You got 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. I don't want to die. Well, that sucks for you. So sad. But it's time to go to hell now. I will now press on the spacebar on this keyboard. Wah. Boris is executed. No more Boris. Let's party.